Hey everybody, it's Pwned1138 with another review, and here I have the Xtreme memory for Kamen Rider Double, which allows Philip and Shotaro to transform into Double Xtreme, which you can see right over here in the corner of the box. You can see here you got Double, then you got the Xtreme memory, then he begins to split and opens up and reveals Double Xtreme. Now, like my Fang memory review, this is also the Bandai Asia version, because again, tracking down this toy, the Japanese version was just too expensive for my budget. And so I found this guy at a pretty reasonable price, and actually from the same seller that I got the Fang memory. So I bought them both at the same time, so I felt like I got a huge win, because I was able to get both memories for the price of one from another seller, or from other sellers, you know. So I think I made out pretty good. And again, from what I can tell, it seems to be exactly the same. Probably the paint applications might be a little bit different. But since I don't have the Japanese version to do any comparisons, it's hard for me to tell. I'm probably assuming that maybe this gold here is a little bit different. But for me, that really doesn't matter. Because I think just being able to have the Xtreme memory for the price I got was definitely well worth it. And functionally and sound-wise is exactly the same. So you can see the Xtreme memory is a bird. Also, I think they call it the Gaia bird. I've heard it called that. Not on the show, but definitely some people reference it as the Gaia bird. So he's kind of like this bird thing. And so on the show, what happens is that the Xtreme memory will come by and it will digitize Philip. It'll absorb him and then go over to Shotaro and then combine their bodies into a single person. They become one being in order to become Double Xtreme, which is a further evolution of how Double works. Whereas before it was one person, two consciousness, and with Double Xtreme it is and now become two people becoming one, which was always kind of the motif of the show. You know, the 2-in-1 detective, where there are two people who are one person. So, yeah, again, so just moving the memory off to the side for a second. Take a look at the box. Again, it looks exactly the same as the Japanese box. The only key difference here is on the back. Again, it says Bandai HK Hong Kong, which is Bandai Asia. But again, from what I could tell, it appears to be the same box. Nice image of a double here on the side, or I should say Double Xtreme on the side with the Gaia memory, or the Xtreme memory. Other side, another one with a cool pose where he opens up the Xtreme memory, probably doing a maximum drive. Quick look at the back. And enough of that. So, get the memory back out and get the driver. And so, before we do that, let's take a look at the sounds. And they're both sides of it are exactly the same for the Cyclone and the Joker sides of it, the gold and silver. Or wait, gold and silver. Okay, I got it all mixed up. Okay, so let's go through the sounds. Now, so the sounds on both memories are exactly the same. The exception is one is just higher pitched than the other, or one is lower the pitch than the other. You know, glass half empty, half glass full. It really doesn't matter. So, but if you play them together, you get like this really kind of weird harmony, which is actually kind of cool. Pretty cool. So that go over to the memory. The head here is kind of a soft plastic, and sometimes it doesn't quite hold together quite well because when you open it in the driver it splits. But it seems to be holding up pretty good. The wing tips are a little bit softer, plastic material, and it's in this pretty nice transparent plastic, which is pretty cool. Got some nice gold applications, and I really dig all the detail on here. This is actually very, very nice. This smoky plastic, which is really cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the henshin. So take the double memory, put it in the driver, and then open her up. Yeah, Xtreme. As you can see, whoop, be careful there. As you can see, the little spinny thing here, there's actually a little button here on the side, which revs it up. And it never quite lasts long enough for the full henshin. But of course, what you can do is you can rev it up. And actually I ended up doing the maximum drive, but you can rev it up to get it really going. And I kind of screwed it up there because I held it closed too long. But that's how you do the maximum drive, and we can go ahead and do that again. And really, that's about it. That's all this memory does. And you can see it from the side. It makes the driver very thick and also very front heavy, so the balance is a little off. So if you're wearing this, it's going to hang a little kind of like that. But overall, I mean, I think this looks really cool. If you can figure out a way to display this without it falling over, would be fantastic. And put that together. This head doesn't always want to go back together, so you have to manually do it. And take it out. So pretty much in conclusion, I really like the Xtreme memory. I think it's pretty cool. It's fairly unique. It's something that the other riders never really had. It's really big. That's another thing. This is probably like the largest final form henshin device that any that any other rider has had that I can think of. I'm pretty sure there's probably others that had some large, ridiculous device that allowed them to go into their final form, but to me, I think this is probably the largest. But definitely very, very cool, and I really dig it. In terms of playability, it doesn't have a whole lot of playability, but if you're just like trying to collect all of Double's primary Gaia memories, particularly the DX ones, I recommend it. And again, if you can get a hold of the Japanese version, great. And if you have the money, go ahead and buy it. But if you can find the Asia version, and for a little bit cheaper, I say go for that one, because again, there's really not much of a difference, and they sound exactly the same, which to me is the key thing. They have to have the same sounds. If even if they look just slightly different, if the paint applications are just a little off, I'd be willing to pay a little bit of less money and to have a toy that has more accurate sounds than one that doesn't look as accurate. But then, all in all, that's all I really have to say about that. So I'll see you guys next time in my next review.